This is the story of a man who is self-destructing. Now, we've been watching his portfolio. He's constantly in margin calls. I teach you how to prevent margin calls even in the biggest downturn while using all your buying power with my margin stacking. This man's ego does not allow him to listen, and thus his portfolio is rapidly shrinking. His income is shrinking. He's now in trouble. This is from a current live stream.
One of the reasons I keep getting margin call all the time, number one, I max out my margin. I did that on purpose for that reason. Number two is that I went from making 13,000 or to some I made 20,000 per month, and because these dividends are fluctuate, they're floating dividends, they go up and down. On a low month. So when you have a low dividend paying month, plus I have high margins, and plus I'm trying to pay the bills, you lose like $13,000. For me, I lose a minimum of $13,000 every month. Before, $13,000 went back into my portfolio.
Ooh, right there. Before, he was constantly reinvesting. The poor person's paradox. If you continuously reinvest, you will think you are building your portfolio, but the minute you stop and try to live off those dividends, you wind up in his situation. Shrinking portfolio, shrinking dividends. He's turned off the comments on his videos, okay? And I just want to try to save people, okay? It's like a cult. He's losing. He is rapidly going underwater. That's why I chose this picture.
And if I go back, I would say $13,000 is not enough.
Yeah. Now he's falling apart. It's all falling apart. You heard what he said. I was putting it back into the funds, but now he's not anymore. And now he's suffering real NAV erosion. To everyone following me on Rumble, Oracle High Yield ETFs, I'm going to start doing more and more videos here about margin, okay, and margin stacking so you never wind up like him. And on my Oracle High Yield ETF channel, okay, there's a video, well, there are playlists. And you can find me, just search Oracle ETFs, and I come up inside of YouTube. So, margin stacking, full playlist, how to never get liquidated. And even if you go to Oracle ETFs, my former Yield Max TV channel, okay, and you go to playlists, well, there's not going to be any more fund manager interviews. That's for sure. I'll make sure of that. Margin, the full playlist, here. I will link this below. I also have an X now, Twitter. And the thing is, you don't want to wind up like this guy. Here we go. Today is, hold on, let's check the date. Sunday, the 23rd. Okay. He just got paid his dividends. His buying power has a big yellow high risk sign next to it. That means that he has no buffer. His portfolio is now down to 79,000. If he's investing in things that do not recover their dividend, if you listen to Retire on Dividends and he does dividend recovery, he's very deceiving because he's yield max biased. He will say like, oh, Snoy or whatever, recovered 62% of its dividend. That means it did not recover from last dividend to this dividend. 62% is a no. It either recovered or it didn't. And once your fund starts not recovering, okay, then you have to put back all your dividends back in the fund like he was doing to maintain the illusion of a growing portfolio. I am in things that do not erode. Now, there's going to be a major issue with NAV erosion because of the last 2 days we had a plunge in the stock market. This was Friday and Thursday. So all the spreadsheet warriors, the math class idiots on YouTube, okay, the douche tubers, are going to call everything NAV erosion. They're going to look back to XDTE when it was, $53 and say, look at it now, it's eroded. It started with the Powell speech. The portfolio dying. This is not growth. And you know what? He says he has a joint portfolio with his wife, right? And do you know what? That one is in this same condition.
Yeah, I think, in my
Margin
opinion, if
to
I was
the
to
tits.
go back and do it again, I definitely would. I would just set up maybe. No, I would wait till June. I would try to get to a minimum of 16 cents. I would take. It's almost going to that.
It's almost going to zero, bro. Because you're in every piece of garbage, okay? Everything. You're in everything. There is no thought put into your portfolio, and it bothers me because the comments are turned off on your video and you silence people. People are getting burned and losing money all over following you. We will be happy to watch the demise of your portfolio. And don't tell me you're not injecting money into this to keep it alive, because if this keeps going down, your entire YouTube facade will crumble, clown. 1 month ago, he was at 107,000. Okay? Diminishing. Okay, so now, in full disclosure, I'm going to show you my activities. Okay, because I have buffer. I can use all my buying power. And when I get paid on Thursdays from Curve and XD and XPay, I can use all that buying power on Friday morning. And then I get paid again on Friday nights, okay, with more dividends. So let's go ahead and take a look. Today is Sunday the 23rd. Friday was the 21st, and we crashed hard. So did we also crashed hard on the 20th. Remember the 20th. On the 21st, the Dow was down 786 points. The NASDAQ 481 points. It was just as bad the day before on Thursday. You all recall, right? Tell me in the comments. You witnessed this. How was your portfolio? Did you get hit? I got hit, okay? To the tune of $63,000 down, but on paper. And I'll show you what I did. Now keep in mind, we have some mighty noble, egotistical clowns on YouTube misleading people down the valley of doom. First of all, never leave money on the table. This is the 20th. I will show you all my activities. On February 20th, the market was crashing. In the pre-market, I was taking my SMCY, okay, and spoon feeding it down the throat of schmucks in the pre-market. Never buy in the pre-market because you're dealing with pros like me. Took $9,000 worth of profit off the table, and I had a $5,000 dividend, which it recovered the next day. I know how to pick momentum runners, okay? Now, there are some unforeseen things you're going to throw in my face, Platey, right? Well, on the 20th, another major down day. This was Thursday. If I was in a margin call like our friend here, or had more buying power than available buffer as my position, my entire portfolio eroded. Well, look what I did. Okay, on the 20th, he buys more PLTY. He buys more PLTY. He buys more Tempest AI. Why am I in Tempest AI? Do you know Monday to have earnings? All of this crap. And Monday, we're probably going to have a big green day after 2 big red days. If they have blowout earnings, I am going to make a killing on Tempest AI. And then you know what happens on Tuesday? On Tuesday, SCMI, Super Microcomputer, the underlier of SCMY, which I did great in, okay, will report that they will not be delisted from the NASDAQ. Okay, they have a new accounting firm that will lie for them. If you stayed this far in the video, the key word is keywords. I don't want you to just put lie, because then people will think that I'm lying. But if you caught that part, the accounting firm that will lie for them, type in the comments, they will lie. Okay, and whatever you want about Kamenhar. I won't even say his name, you don't deserve it. He was born in this country, and he can't speak English. I don't understand that. But anyway, let's continue with my day during the crash event. $5,000 more of our favorite XDTE. Who bought more? Tell me what you bought in the comments. XPay. Bought more of that too, $5,000. NFLP. Bought more of that. PLTY. Bought more of that. Look at this, 7,000 at a time. Look at this. So I took my profits from SCMI instead of now, and I sold it for more than the price of it today. Okay, on Friday. Okay, whatever closed Friday, I sold for a few dollars more in the pre-market on Thursday. And I went on a buying spree. And then, since I have perfect margin buffer, I'm now free to buy things that are 100% maintenance requirement. Total risk. So what do I buy? The Round Hill Weekly, the AAPW. Why? Because of the mechanics of how that fund works, it can go to zero. You do not want something highly volatile. Apple is the perfect specimen. More TEM AI, more AAPW, Round Hill Weekly, Round Hill, buying more. Every penny of my buying power was spent. Even on the 21st, on Friday, when the walls were falling in, I'm buying more XDTE. This is the way you run a portfolio. Don't be a victim of Clownbodia. And you hear the lawnmower jockeys he's got as fans? These are the cult members. Listen.
He goes in and
Yeehaw!
resets the borrowing limit up
Yeah.
to what he wants to do,
Woohoo!
and go back and check, and then then he can make that withdrawal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has that. set.
Yeehaw, Tex!
$1,000.
Brokeback Mountain.
He
No,
probably has a no bar.
You know
limit,
why I call him
so-
Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, or you can set the limit
Shut
to
up,
where you,
you
want it
fucking
at, so you don't
hee-haw.
get-
Brokeback Mountain. Tex, I'm a country boy. I like it in ass in the mountains. Why? Because you're a dick. How dare you say the things you said about me? Oh, I report his videos. I report you taking in the ass in Brokeback Mountain.
close to, your percentages don't get too
Yeah.
high.
These are the dumbest people
The other
in
thing-
investing.
The other thing is I have like 6,900 in my
Most of them sound high or drunk as well. So let me show you as we listen to Clownbodia.
Roth IRA.
This is my
account
history, what I did.
that I pulled out of them. They won't let you take it out until the transaction is complete. And,
Shut up, Tard. I know it's not nice to make fun of people like that. I'm just the bad guy. Here comes the bad guy, right? So apparently I know how to use my margin. I'm buying stuff. Now look, here's where I'm at. All right, I whacked Friday. I'm proud to show you all. But you know what didn't get whacked? This shit. Can you believe it? The weekly hoe from Dave Mazza. Okay, at Round Hill. Oh, make sure you Round Hill interview. The whole backstory. It's going to be on my Rumble. You can subscribe to Rumble totally free. It's in the comments section. All right. You click follow. You log in once with your Google or Facebook ID. I'm getting like thousands of views there. It's really great. And I'm putting exclusive content there that you will see nowhere else. And Dave Moz is coming up next. So look at this. Okay. Look, I'm actually up. I just bought this. I put 15 grand into it. Buying power that I have for this is 100% margin. It's only $2,600. I have no buying power. Okay. Friday, I bought everything. Because I have plenty of buffer. I don't even go into high risk. Hee-haw. What else are you talking about?
I was gonna. Okay, first of all, for those who's in
This
YouTube,
guy likes to play victim. Okay, people make fun of me, this and that. No, bro, this is the problem. The problem is you're misleading people. Nobody likes this. So tell me down below, were you burned by coming her? Do you think he's a clown? Tell me what you think. I had it. That's my positions. That's where I'm at. Okay, I'm waiting to do my move. Temp AI, come on, baby. All right, I want Temp AI to pull through, and we're going to rock this. Okay? Platey, damn it, Jay, $7. And now, the biggest cross-dresser on dividends today did a show, Retire on Dividends, that said $7.50 for Platey. Let me tell you. Oh, you better go to my Rumble for the Round Hill information. There's also a link for my new X channel. Oh, 13 days ago, I made a video, okay, called here, Yield Max Group B. Hold on, shut up. Group B Futurecast, okay, for the 226 distribution. And I called $7.54. Okay, these were some of my numbers, blah, blah, blah. But $7.54, and now,
because we know how to use margin. Because you don't know how to use margin, well, don't put it on us. Don't even ask us question.